Hey YouTube, wanted to come out here today and do a video of the upgrades that I've done on my 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Classic. And I guess I want to start with the leveling kit on the front. I did a 2-inch leveling kit and I think it turned out really great. The stance is good, just about where I want it. In hindsight, I might have gone with a 2.5 inch, but I'm glad that I went with the 2-inch because it was probably a little bit easier to install than a 2.5. It's a little bit of a pain putting the hockey pucks up on top of the coilover struts, and you do have to get in alignment when you do this modification, but overall I think the stance is pretty nice. So we'll go on to the second item. I got the driver and passenger side front windows tinted to match the rear. I think it's 30% or something like that. I forget exactly, but I did want it to match. And the third thing is the window shades, and those are AVS brand. They tuck up into the window channel. Next thing is the bug shield on the front, and I do get a lot of rocks and stuff kicking up on the highway, so I just wanted to protect the front of the hood. Moving around here, I also did a tonneau cover, and this is a Lomax trifold tonneau cover, and it was pretty easy to install actually. The only thing I had a little bit of trouble with is there is a bed liner in the truck. It was already in there when I bought the truck, so it kind of pushed the rails back a little bit, and you can see here that I had to just put a 45-degree on the channel that the tonneau cover sits on to clear the bed liner on the tailgate. But wasn't too challenging, just a 45-degree cut on both sides, and I really like this thing. It is a hardcover, 3-piece folding type, and it's pretty easy to remove if you want to take it off. But that turned out pretty good. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is a couple of performance mods, and one is the MBRP 2.5-inch exhaust. I did another video on this, but I will fire it up here so you can hear it. I just have to position my camera. And then lastly, oh, I'm sorry, I missed something here. I put the side steps on there, and I don't even know what the name of them are. Odro, or Cedro or something like that. I think I got these off of Amazon, and they were pretty reasonable. I think those were under $200. Back to the tonneau cover, that was the most expensive thing. It was almost $1,000. And the hardest thing was the leveling kit, because I had to pull the struts and get it realigned. It was kind of a pain. Also, we'll go inside before I show you the cold air intake. I did do the WeatherTech floor liners in the front and the rear. It didn't have floor mats, so that was kind of a no-brainer for me. And we'll just go ahead and pop the hood here. Okay, got the hood open here. Anyway, we're going to look at the S&B cold air intake. This thing is kind of a beast. It was easy to install, I will say that. It wasn't too difficult. I did have to pull down the inner wheel well, I believe, but it's got a pretty huge filter on it. It's got a cover, and it is sealed. It's a sealed cover, and so far so good. Don't see too much performance gain that you would really expect. I mean, maybe, but I haven't put it on a dyno. I'm not going to put it on a dyno. Just wanted to get a little bit better performance and maybe a little bit better fuel economy. And then lastly, I'm going to fire it up and show you the exhaust. Okay, like I said, I already did this in my other video, but just for continuity here, I will fire it up, show you what it sounds like. So the exhaust sounds really nice. The only thing I will say I don't like about it is it doesn't seem to have the back pressure. It seems to want to lug a little bit when the transmission is in between gears, or, you know, kicking down or kicking up on the gear. Just kind of lugs a little bit, but probably does that with the stock exhaust. You just don't feel it as much. You know, the resonators are in the stock exhaust, and I think it's got a little more back pressure. So anyway, there it is. Those are my essential upgrades.